Hey there, and welcome to Gary Talk. So, this week, Steve and I have decided to take over for incumbent Commissioner Carey on account of negligence.
Yeah, his due diligence with this league this year and his inability to, meet up to the standards of the Gary really have shown through. He had some great, initial startup there with his potential was really strong coming into the league. I don't know what else.
Well, I agree, Steve. Carey, you had a lot of potential, and we're now addressing you that you pretty much embarrassed the whole league, buddy. You campaigned hard, you really showed us what you could do, and then you just turned on against all of us. So, our first order of business here is we're stripping Carey the commissionership.
And because we're kind of already into the league, we're pretty busy guys as well. We are going to be co-commissioning the league this year until we find a new incumbent for the next season.
Okay, so first order of business is a $20 buy-in. So far we only have Steve, myself, and Brian, good guy Brian, bringing up the rear, has paid in. So for those of you who don't know, I think what we're going to do is we like to store the money in the Garrison Cup. That's what we did last year. It's pretty fun. So if you're not in town, we live in Poco, just mail it to us. I know we got 3 guys on the island. We got 1 guy in Calgary.
Guys, it's 21st century too, so I feel like e-transfer is an additional thing that we could be doing, either to myself or Gray, and it goes straight in the pot.
Yeah, and for those of you that are complaining about $20, you can go screw yourselves.
Dan.
So, all right, so let's get into some business here. All right, let's start off with a quick glimpse of the previous week here, which isn't technically over, but we can pretty much get a good sense of what's going on. But yeah, other than that, when you look around the league, what would you like to bring up?
Well, again, we just want to really touch on the fact that why is Dan in first place, guys? We need to really start getting our heads in the game. We did introduce a new trophy this year. It's called the Gary. And we don't want to have the rape squad on that for winning the President's Trophy or the
We're going to have to throw the trophy out if that's the case.
Basically,
so thanks, Dan.
Yeah, I mean, we got to get on that, boys. Next order of business, I guess we can go into, let's go into the current week that we're in, or last week, I guess, because this is going to be posted tomorrow. So currently, we have a really good riding coming up here. Let's take a look. Well, we got Gray up against the former commissioner that's been exiled, Carey. Carey's doing quite well. He's going to win 6-4 there.
He's got 3 players playing today. I have none, so he'll probably end up winning more.
So hats off to you again, Carey. But again, terrible job being commissioner. Brad and Tyler. Tyler, man, tied up with Brad. Brad's a pretty tough team to beat.
That's impressive.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go with Tyler. Like that's pretty impressive, man. Like your first year in the league, and to tie a guy like Brad, pretty awesome. Moving on to between me and Scott. Scott, we've had some really good battles in the past. I haven't met you, man, but like hats off to you. Came close to beating you last year, 3 shots on goal. I'm just happy to say that I'm probably going to win this week, but it really means nothing until the playoffs come around.
I think it goes without saying that the Commissioners Guild here, we fully expect Labby's Leafs to contend for the Garrison Cup once again. He was a runner-up last year, did a great job, received the Commissioner's letter. He won $40 for doing it. So yeah, hats off to you, Scott, and if you're willing to make a trade,
keep them coming. Yeah,
I'm interested in Shattenkirk. So
nice, yeah. Next up, we got but man, like kind of pulling back. We can't have Dan winning all these games. Like these should be tougher for him. So we got to really start making it hard on Dan.
Devin, we understand you're becoming a pharmacist.
Hats off.
But enough of it. We know like the real money's in fantasy hockey or the Garrison Cup. You just stop studying and start studying the league again, buddy.
Absolutely. Moving on, we'll go with Brian and Chad.
So I just gotta say, Chad and Evan, come on, guys. You guys got a good owner over there, Derek. That's
he just brings the life to the party a lot of the times. He knows the spirit of the league. He knows how important it is, and he's expressed that your jobs are on the line this year. So yeah.
Do you think that he's going to renew their contracts?
I don't know. That contract has been pending. They signed that 2-year deal last year. This is the 2nd year in.
Evan's first year in.
I think they had some prospects coming in there with getting the first overall pick.
But obviously, I mean, Crosby's struggles have really kind of killed their chances a bit. They have really weak goaltending too. I think a trade or two could really help you guys out there. And just updating your roster. I think Dan beat you guys 10-0.
What's up with that?
Come on,
again.
Come on, guys.
Yeah, not really gonna go into that any more than we already have. But
we believe in you guys.
Last and but not least, the last matchup of the week for this week was my team and Dan.
Cam, who I hear is a really good guy.
Yeah, he's
never met him. Seems like a good like he knows his hockey stuff. He's beating my dad pretty badly, and pretty embarrassing for Dan Lee right now.
Dan, come on, you're dropping the ball in terms of the Lee family name. Just improve next week, man.
We can't lose this trophy. This has to stay in. I mean, I'm moving up, but like this has to stay in the family. Take a look at the standings really quick here. So right now, this is as of obviously this filming. Right now, Dan's in first. I'm in second. Your former champion. Carey's in third. He could jump over me right here. He might do that. Yeah. Brad's having a great season, and Steve. So keep in mind, guys, with the standings, we're gonna do the top 8 players go to the playoffs. So a good strategy is to just keep updating your roster. Get your wins. Remember even if you lose, you get points. That's I think something cool with the Garrison Cup, where like even if you don't have a great week,
you can still put up some wins. You still get can move up the standings. Again, looking at the standings here, Labby, we're expecting you to kind of pull it together a little bit, and I know your goaltending's in a tough situation, other than Marc-Andre Fleury carrying that position.
Yeah, what is up with that? Fleury's the best player on the Penguins this year.
He's doing phenomenal.
So good pick, automatic selection for
with that one going there.
Yeah, good for Labby, who wasn't even present at the draft.
Yeah,
so good for him. But yeah, so I guess what we can move on to here is Lord Garrison's Thunderdome. So if you're lonely, I'm here waiting for you. Okay, so this week we have selected Tyler, Prestige Worldwide, great name, and he's going up against Scott, Labby's Leafs. We've isolated a couple of key players. Steve, do you want to go over them?
Yeah, key players for Tyler. We got Voracek, Philadelphia. He's really not been doing too well this year.
7 points, 1 goal. He's a -6.
-6. I mean, that's something that Tyler, you're gonna maybe consider looking into a trade there. Not too sure if you want to hang on and see how that pans out. Another kind of in the same boat. Obviously playing a little bit better. Steven Stamkos, another X factor with your team, Tyler.
So he's 9-5 right now. 9 goals, 5 assists. He's having a good year. He's a -1.
Moving on to Scott. Scott, we have your X factors being Malkin and Fleury. Both Pittsburgh Penguins, both really kind of riding on how that team's going to do in this coming week.
Same as last year, like Scott, you had Crosby, Kunitz, and Hornqvist. Really can't keep the puck out of their own net, but they can put it in. That's not a sexual pun.
That is a very sexual pun.
Yeah.
Moving on with Malkin, I think just got to touch base on that trade you offered me earlier this year. Very, very, very fair trade. I felt that was a really good offer. It was very tempting to take Malkin, but just couldn't give up Holtby, man. Moving on to Fleury, again, we already know his stats. He's pretty much the Penguins' best player. Just right on. Hopefully he can show up a little bit this week and get you some wins there.
But for me, I'm just gonna say Scott takes it narrowly, because I think that this is gonna be light a fire under Tyler a little bit, having us talk about him like this. So I'm gonna say 6-4 Scott.
6-4 Scott. It's a pretty good prediction there, Gray. I'm gonna have to go the other way though. Tyler, you're coming into this league. You got a little bit of luck on your side. I'm rooting for you, man. I think you're gonna take that 5-3 this week.
Okay, guys. Other than that, if there's anything we haven't touched on, pretty much it's the money situation. You guys can take some initiative on that. It's just $20. Other than that, have a good week. You can expect these once a week from either Steve or I.
Or both.
Depending on we'll see what happens. Everybody's busy. Working full time right now. Got a whole bunch of stuff. Same thing for Steve. We're going to try to get you guys these videos because you deserve it. This is meant to be a fun league. We'll be seeing you guys around.
And just I guess just to touch base, these will continue to get better. Again, we were kind of thrown in the fire here with Carey dropping the ball so early in the season. So
so early in the season.
we really will be working on this and trying to improve.
So early in the season.
Yeah. So guys, have a great week. Good luck. And we'll see you next week.